Hey, this is Super Game Ghost, and we're looking at the top 10 best-selling GBA games of all time. Let's start.
Number 10.
Super Mario Advance 3 Yoshi's Island is a platformer released for the Game Boy Advance in 2002. It is a remake of Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, which was originally released for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System in 1995. The GBA version also features some minor changes, a slightly zoomed-in camera due to the GBA's smaller screen, as well as new unlockable secret levels. Super Mario Advance 3 sold about 2.8 million copies.
Number 9.
Pac-Man Collection is a compilation of Pac-Man games released for the Game Boy Advance in 2001, developed and published by Namco. This collection features 4 different versions of Pac-Man: the original Pac-Man, Pac-Mania, Pac-Attack, and Pac-Man Arrangement. Pac-Man Collection sold about 2.9 million copies.
Number 8.
Namco Museum for the Game Boy Advance is a compilation of 5 classic arcade games released in 2001. It brings some of Namco's most popular arcade titles to a portable system. The games include Pac-Man, Ms. Pac-Man, Galaga, Dig Dug, and Rally X. Like the Pac-Man collection, this is a very bare-bones compilation of games with no real bonus features or enhancements. Namco Museum sold about 3 million copies.
Number 7.
Super Mario Advance 4 is a Game Boy Advance remake of Super Mario Bros. 3, originally released for the NES in 1988 and later enhanced for Super Mario All-Stars on the SNES. It was released on the GBA in 2003. Like many of the other Mario Advance games, it was also included as part of a console bundle, which was sold exclusively at retailers such as Target or Toys R Us. Super Mario Advance 4 sold about 5.4 million units.
Number 6.
Super Mario Advance is a Game Boy Advance remake of Super Mario Bros. 2, which was first released for the NES in 1988. The GBA version first released in 2001. It was also a launch title for the GBA, and it features many cosmetic changes as well as voice clips for the 4 playable characters. It also has many other minor graphical and audio enhancements as well as some bonus content. Super Mario Advance sold about 5.6 million units.
Number 5.
Super Mario Advance 2 is a Game Boy Advance remake of Super Mario World. It was released for the GBA in 2001. The game features slight graphical and sound adjustments due to the GBA's hardware limitations. It also features Luigi as a unique character with different physics, when originally he was just a sprite swap of Mario. Like the other Mario Advance games, it also includes Mario Bros. Classic arcade game included as an added bonus game. Super Mario Advance 2 sold about 5.7 million copies.
Number 4.
Mario Kart Super Circuit is the third game in the Mario Kart series and the first to appear on a handheld system. Released in 2001, it combines elements from Super Mario Kart and Mario Kart 64. It features Mode 7 style graphics as well as improved physics and controls. It also features a mix of classic and new tracks. The character roster includes Mario, Luigi, Peach, Toad, Yoshi, Bowser, Donkey Kong, and Wario. Mario Kart Super Circuit sold about 5.9 million copies.
Number 3.
Pokemon Emerald is an enhanced version of both Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, released for the Game Boy Advance in 2004. It is seen by many as the definitive version of the third generation of Pokemon games, featuring improved gameplay mechanics and an expanded Pokemon roster. It also features new story elements and the post-game Battle Frontier. Pokemon Emerald sold about 7 million units.
Number 2.
Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green are remakes of the original Pokemon Red and Blue for the Game Boy Advance. Released in 2004, these games modernized the classic Kanto adventure from the Game Boy era. While adding improved graphics and gameplay enhancements, it also features an expanded Pokédex with Pokemon from both the Johto and Hoenn region, so lots of new content while staying true to the original experience. Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green together sold about 12 million units.
Number 1.
Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire were the first main series Pokemon games launching on the Game Boy Advance. They were first both released in 2002. These games introduced the third generation of Pokemon as well as the new Hoenn region, bringing with it improved graphics, new areas with a fresh new gameplay experience, as well as new Pokemon abilities and the first Pokemon double battles. Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire together sold about 16 million copies. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos.